Now joined by Steve Hughes of Kern County Raceway Park, and the big weekend coming up this weekend, the only track running in town this weekend as we get ready for the 4th of July, and a huge fireworks show. But more importantly, a huge night of racing. We got a lot of other questions for you real quick, and one of the ones we want to talk to you about is David Mayhew getting a win in Sonoma. What does that mean for David Mayhew and where he's going with his season?
Well, to start the 2014 season, I think the guy won, 3 out of the first 7 races or 4 out of the first 7, something like that. And then this year, getting really close. Of course, the opening night at Kern County Raceway, finished at a close second to Dalton Sargent. And, I mean, he's been right there, led a ton of laps up in Shasta. And now finally, the car, we knew he had a fast car. But to win it the way he did, on a green-white checker, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
man.
he was so far behind because I was following the Dalton Sargent tweets while I was out there at Famoso, and his crew was saying, like 20 car length lead or something. Yeah. We just don't want to see a yellow, and then a yellow comes out. Restart, and Mayhew's right there, got the jump on the restart. It'll pushing and shoving, good road course racing, and he gets the win.
Yeah. Very good race.
I
can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
Is that something again that speaks to the depth of the racing community in this county, in this Bakersfield?
Well, yeah, and David's talent. He's
Right.
a very talented race car driver. I mean, I remember when I first met him, he was a youngster out at Mesa Marin, and I've seen him and the dude just doesn't race stock cars. I mean, he races everything, razors, RC cars.
Right.
He'll just about race anything on the planet. So he definitely stays fresh, but I mean, a family man and still has great success in NASCAR's top regional touring series. He's got great equipment, great sponsors, MMI and the Poorhouse. And I saw Madorum was on the side of his car and on the hood this weekend, so that's a pretty big get.
And been to Victory Circle more than anybody else at Kern County Raceway
Yes, he
Park.
certainly has.
Yeah.
He certainly has.
A great story, and it's a fun day. How did your what were your top storylines on your radio show on Saturday or on Monday, I should say? Harvick, what did you handle? How did you handle
that?
Things?
Was the Busch brothers thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it was all secondary to the accident out at Auto Club Famoso Raceway.
Right.
Of course, all of our condolences go out to the Garten family, and just basically everyone in the drag racing community. I mean, it's a dangerous sport. We all know that.
Right.
But when I do my race report on KUZZ, it's excitement and a recap, and that I finished that and then did my message to the family. So,
nice.
But I mean, it's always there in the back of your mind that this is a dangerous sport. But yeah, that was definitely a leading. I didn't want to lead with that.
Yeah.
But with the Busch brothers finishing 1 and 2, Bakersfield Speedway having an amazing weekend. I highlighted that. Matt Wonkum winning the Richie McGowan Memorial 32. That's a pretty big win for that family.
Absolutely.
Out of Wasco.
It was a big weekend all around and in general. But you guys got this weekend coming up here, and tell me a little bit about what you expect for this weekend.
Well, we're really excited. We've got 6 divisions. 3 of those divisions are on the half mile. And then the rest of the divisions are going to be on the quarter mile. So you're going to see the NASCAR late models with their twin 38s. Kind of playing off the 1776 angle. The Spirit is 76, so they're going to run 76 laps. And then we'll have the NASCAR spec mods, which we're seeing that car count getting into the mid-teens, so we're real happy about that. I think two cars will make the return and their first appearance of the year out there.
That's probably one of the most positive storylines for the season was that was a class we thought might not survive after the original opening weekend, but they've come back in a hurry.
Yeah, come back very strong. And then our super stocks, so all 3 of those divisions with 4 main events on the half mile. Then we'll have the INEX Legends, and they are embroiled in a great points battle right now between fast Eddie Garoni in the 31 car and the 17 of Eric Olson, and those young guns starting to make their moves as well. The INEX Bandoleros and the 911 series with a special tribute, of course, to Officer Nelson this weekend.
The Legends, I'm trying to look it up right now.
Yeah.
There was some furious commenting back and forth. I think it was Josh Ayers posting the fact that, wow, look at the competitive equity in this particular division. There's so many guys that are right there for points. I mean, it's incredible.
The parity's great in that division, and it doesn't matter young, old, fast, slow, getting better. It's just a great race. It's a great division, and it continues to put on some great 30-lap main events at KCRP.
Yeah, I mean, I think he posted the points things. Yeah, so Eddie Garoni is number 1 in points with 230 points. Eric Olson has 226. Tyler Bannister at 198. Garrett Fine at 198. Colton Page at 198. Braden Rogers at 198. That's the top 6. Josh Ayers at 7th at 176. Jerry Flippo at 172. Chad Actis at 172. That's the top 9. Sonny Sparks at 10 at 116. But we've talked about this before. In that Legends division on that little quarter mile, anybody can win that division, right?
They can. Exciting racing. They get side by side. They get nose to tail. There's the bump and run that we always see on the small quarter mile. It's just it's fun to watch.
Yeah. Could you do like a little road course with those guys?
Man, I would love to do that. You know, they do that in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do run on the road course.
And we could actually throw them up into turn 1, kind of even run them the same as the Saturday night Supermoto, same type of course. I think that would be cool, man.
That'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That'd be a lot of fun.
Do a special one-off show for that. That'd be awesome.
That'd be fun. That's something that I think that it lends itself to that. Because I've seen that on MAV TV, like in Australia, they run on the road course all the time. But it would be kind of fun to mix it up.
They were, I think Jerry Flippo is the one that went over to Vegas, and they actually ran the road course in the rain.
Oh, really?
Over there earlier this year.
Wow.
So yeah, and
Nice.
I mean they're treaded tires; they can run them.
Talking about your event this weekend, though, and what's going on in the late models? Is it shaping up? Is there going to be some breakthrough drivers this week, or what are you looking at there?
Well, you always got to look at that 15 of
Lance Wilson,
and the 44 of Eric Richardson. It's going to come down to the final race between those two.
Yeah.
With Chris Dalton now moving up with some great finishes recently, moving up into the top 5, into third in points. Josh Horn in the number 13 car. Yeah. Oh, there goes my phone. We're going to play a little smoke on the water.
There we
go.
Turn
that off. Yeah.
Invite him onto the show.
Sorry about that.
All right, no worries.
Josh Horn jumping into the top 5 as well. Brian Richardson missing a race or two there and dropping out of the top 5. I think there's some breakthroughs getting ready to happen with Chris Dalton and Josh Horn. I'm looking forward to seeing those guys continue to battle. They battle on the track nose to tail. They're 3rd and 4th in the points right now, and I think one of those two drivers are going to break through here in 2015.
Super Stocks, you had was it Mr. Ebersbacher breaking through last week and getting the win there. What do you expect out of that particular class?
Just going to get better and better. I think everybody's has caught Johnny Bedingfield. I think they've figured some stuff out. I know Bedingfield tried to make his car faster, and it kind of backfired on him on Braden's Braveheart night of the races, which just about crushed Johnny. He really wanted to get in the winner's circle for that night.
Yeah.
And I know that that's just motivating Johnny even more to make his car a lot better. He does not like losing. I mean, once he got that taste of that first win and then went on a 4-race win streak, he is serious about getting back to the winner's circle. But I think it's great for the division that we have some parity and some competition and some different winners. And I just think that division is going to keep growing and growing.
So give us a sense of when will we see fireworks, and what's the pricing for this weekend?
Fireworks going to be towards the end of the night. We're going to rifle through. We're going to go machine gun like cadence with our divisions. We'll start on the quarter mile because of the sun, the way it is now. Turn 3. If we were to start on the half mile at 7 o'clock, it's a blinding sun. So we're going to run a couple divisions on the quarter mile. Then we'll start with the first NASCAR late model 38 lapper, and then maybe hop back to the quarter and then run spec mods and super stocks. And then the final main event of the evening will be that second 38 lapper for the NASCAR late models, then fireworks.
Right.
So about 18 to 20 minutes of aerials, and that is a long fireworks show.
That's a long fireworks show.
It is.
And they're not just one at a time and a 5-second pause and another one. There's a lot of aerials.
Yeah. We don't stretch out that 18 minutes, man. It is, like I say, our main events are going to be rolling off machine gun-like cadence, and they shoot those aerials off in the same way.
Anyone driving down I-5 is going to see a heck of a show Saturday night.
Kind of like Disneyland at it right there against I-5.
What the heck is that? It's been great.
And we want to talk about pricing. I think this is a great value. We have our family 4-pack for $35. It's 2 adults and 2 kids, ages 6 to 15. You get in for $35, and that averages out to $8.75 per person.
Nice.
Kids 5 and under are free. Also, let's say you have maybe your mom and dad. So let's say I want to bring my wife, and my mom and dad want to come. My parents are over 65 years of age. They also get that same $35 family discount. So anything that is normally $10, active military, seniors 65 and better, and kids between the ages of 6 and 15, all are eligible for that family 4-pack.
What are you going to have from the snack bar?
Well, we're gonna, of course, snow cones and shave ice. We're gonna have all that great ice cream. We're sold on that pulled pork sandwich, man.
Yeah.
I think that's great.
Pretty solid sandwich.
It is. I love our hot dogs. I think it's a 4-to-1 dog on a great bun. We're gonna stick with our staples, man, and go with that.
Let's say that jalapeno poppers down
in the
infield,
pits. Yeah, they are really good.
That
But we're
was
gonna
solid.
decorate the place up. I mean, it'll all be very patriotic, red, white, and blue. I just talked to my trophy girl. Speaking of backup girls, our trophy girl is gonna be dressed up in red, white, and blue garb too, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Face painting for the kids, that's free. The bounce houses, and the big concern, is always the heat around this time of year in Bakersfield, of course. And we'll have 3 cooling stations up in the grandstand area. One on the south side, one on the north side, and then one kind of in the middle there. Our 2 on the north and south are fully shaded porta-cools that blow. You get bench seating down there, and it really drops the temperature by about 15 degrees when you sit down in there. They're only forecasting 100, so that's a great thing for us. If we get a little overcast like it was today, that'll even be better. But we're definitely going to have plenty of areas for folks to sit down and stay cool, and with our superstructure shading the grandstand area from 5 o'clock on. I mean, there's not going to be any. Nobody's going to be searching for shade.
If you're from Bakersfield and the sun goes down and it's 95 and you're in the shade, or it's
okay.
not
It's
bad.
comfortable.
It's summer.
Sure,
That's what it is.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
After this, what's coming up next?
Oh, we're taking a couple of weeks off, man. Taking a little mini summertime break, and then we'll be back in action on July 25th. We're kind of dropping that one race in the middle of our summer break, and then we'll be off for another 2 weeks beginning in August. But the late models will be back, I believe, with the spec mods and some quarter-mile action also. So a couple weeks off for us, kind of take our mid-season break,
Right.
Get out of the sun for a little bit, and let some families go on vacation and do all that kind of stuff.
And relax a little bit.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. And it takes a little makeup on that track a little bit to make it look pretty.
Yeah,
so I'm sure
absolutely.
we'll do some maintenance on the track as well.
Looking good. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to going through the results next week and the highlights next week as well. Should be very exciting as we get ready for another big weekend at Kern County Raceway Park. Get out there. That family 4-pack, $875 a person. You do it right. Do the math on that. Pretty
Kids
good deal.
6 to 15, and then 2 adults.
Yeah,
So.
and you know what? Feel free to get that pulled pork sandwich. That's a pretty darn good sandwich. I'm telling you right now.
And I will tell you this, Lewis. We've already had folks come on out to the track and buy their family 4-packs already, and I really suggest doing that.
Yeah.
Beat the lines. You can do it this week. You can just walk right up, get parked, and head on in. So
Absolutely.
It's going to be great.
All right. Thanks a lot, Steve Hughes. Appreciate it. We'll talk to you later. And we'll be right back with Bakersfield Speedway's update after this.